Hi everyone, it's Sandy. Thank you for joining me here on my channel, Septeria's Room. I wanted to make some quick, cute little projects, and I thought I'd make these really cute open window envelopes. These are really easy to put together. I have made these in previous videos, so if you do follow my channel, you may recognize this style of envelope. I've made them in larger sizes, but I wanted to make them in a smaller size. And they just turn out really adorable. So I'm going to show you these ones that I've made, and then I'm going to show you how quickly you can make these. And if you have a lot of single-sided papers, this is a perfect project to make using single-sided paper. And you only need one 4x6 size paper to make these. And if you have 12x12 paper pads, you can make 6 of these, and then you can package them as a gift, and you can gift like 6 of these envelopes with one 12x12 paper. If you have a 6x8 paper pad, you can make 2 of these with one 6x8 paper. So I want to show you these ones that I put together. Oh, they were so addictive to make. I then decided to change them up a little bit as well and add an extra pocket using some vellum, so you have a double pocket. So I'm going to show you how they look like. So this is the size, and then there is like a opening part here with nothing there. But it was just a cute way to be able to peek through the envelope so you can see what's inside. And all I've done was just did some, I made an embellishment, which I've done in my recent videos on how you can make one of these using your mini paper scraps. And then I just stuck it onto the closure on the top part of the envelope. And there is no wastage when we make this. We're going to use every piece of paper. There is a little bit of extra little pieces that we're not going to use, but most of it we're going to use every piece of the paper that we cut out. And I just added that to the closure, and then that's how it opens up. And that's the tuck part where you add your goodies in here. And then I just added these 2 little pieces of the scraps that come out of the envelope, punched a couple of holes, and then used some string to keep this down and closed. Then I just added some a tassel and a little bead charm, and I think that's just so cute. And that's one of them. And then I made another one here, and I've just got in here card apart from a toolbar or from a paper pad, just so you can see. You can add little quote cards in here. You can add a tea bag sachet. I'm not sure if a gift card will fit in here. I haven't checked to see if a gift card, I'm just going to see if I've got a gift card on my desk. I don't have one, but a gift card may fit in here. I'm not too sure, but that would be something that you could probably fit in there. And then this is another one I made. Same thing. I've just added some crochet string to the closure, and then I just added a little pom-pom, like a little fluffy ball, and added a jump ring, and then just attached it to the hole punch there, and some embellishing using some die cuts. And then I had these on my desk. I like making these cute little wood pick embellishments. Just a cute little extra something to tuck in there. I mean, look at that, how cute that is. And I've got some vellum, a die cut, and I use a brad, just somewhere maybe you want to write a little message, or just another way to make one of these note cards look more decorative and dressing that up. And it's just another way to tuck that in there. And this one here is the one that I made with the extra vellum piece. So you've got an extra pocket in the front. And I'll just show you. I placed a couple of little cut aparts from the paper pad and just made this one into a tag. So you can see here, this is the extra pocket with the vellum piece. And then at the back is the other pocket. And I thought that's just another great way to add an extra part for you to maybe add some more bits and pieces. So that's this one with the vellum double pocket, and then this one here is without the vellum. So that's the different. I've got something in there. Oops. Yeah, so these are the ones. I'm going to make this one and then also show you how to add the vellum to the back. So you've got a couple of options. And yeah, just make a bunch of these, and then you can stack them like that, add some twine, and then you can give this to a crafty friend, or you could add some little packaged gifts in here, because it is quite roomy. You can see there is quite a bit of room in there if you want to add some packaged jewelry in there, some sequin packets, stickers, little note cards. So that's that one, and that's this one. So I'm going to make these two and show you. I love making these. These are just so cute. I think I'm going to make a few of these for my shop too, for my Etsy store, because I think they're just adorable. So what we're going to do is you're just going to, I've cut two pieces here. This is from a 6x8 paper pad. So I've just cut this in half on the 8-inch side and cut two. So I've got two pieces, 4 inches by 6 inches. I'm going to make one like this, and then I'm going to make another one with the vellum piece inside. So with that, you want to cut a vellum piece at 2 inches by 3 inches. If you don't have any vellum or tracing paper, you can use the clear seal packaging, those plastic packaging seal bags. That might work as well, and cut that down. Or you can just grab another piece of your paper scraps and cut one of those pieces out. So that will still work. It will just be that you'll end up covering that part. But that's still okay. I think it will still look pretty with a different pattern paper. So I know not everyone may have vellum or don't have access to sort of vellum or tracing paper. So let's make the first one without the vellum. So I'm going to have my pattern, and I did use non-directional pattern for these. You can use directional pattern, just sort of work out which way it's going to face for you. Just one side will be upside down. So you can just play around with that and see what will work for you. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to turn my pattern down so you can see the score lines. And we are going to line your paper on the 4-inch side. We are going to score going in on both sides at 1/2 inch. I'm going to go 1/2 inch on one side, and I might just turn this around this way and go 1/2 inch again. And then we will turn this around on the 6-inch side. We are going to score at 1 1/4 inch and 5 inches. So the score lines for that was 1 1/4 inches and 5 inches. I'm going to do the score lines again for the other paper while I've got the scoreboard out. The score lines are exactly the same. We're going to go 1/2 inch. And I'll just go on this side at 3 1/2 inches. But it's, same thing, 1/2 inch going in. 1 1/4 inch and 5 inches. So I can put this away now. So let's grab one of these first. So the score line that we scored at 1 1/4 inch, we are going to come over here and we are just going to cut on both sides going down like at an angle at that score line. We're going to do the same on this side. Just cut it into like a V shape going in. And then I'm just going to turn this around. We're going to go up. I'm going to turn it this way. And what we're going to do here is we're going to remove these two little panels on the corner. So I'm just going to go up or go down. And we're going to remove that. Keep that to the side. And then we're going to do the same and remove that one as well. Keep that piece to the side as well. We're going to need those. So the only pieces that get wasted or we don't need are those two little pieces here. So that's all there is for that. So I'm going to turn it back this way. This is how your paper will look like once you've got it all cut out. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to just fold this over. So just to point out, I've corner rounded these corners with the corner rounder. If you don't have a corner rounder punch, you can simply just angle cut this, which I'll do that in the other one just so you can see, and angle cut these out. But I'm going to use the corner rounder punch for this one. We're just going to fold that top piece over like that. It just makes it easy for me when I want to corner around the corners. And then I'm just going to fold these two pieces in. So just do that and really press down the score lines or the fold lines. And now I'll corner around these two parts there. That is now the closure for the top. I'm just going to press that down. So that's your closure. And then this part here, we're just going to bring this up on that score line. Fold that over. And then we'll just wrap these two sides to the back. And these two parts, we'll add some glue and that will close up your pocket. And there is your closure. So I'm just going to get the glue. Glue down these two back sides, and that will now give us the pocket that we need. And there is your opening there. Then we've got those two little pieces. These ones are the little tabs that I put on the top there and one on the bottom. And if you don't have a corner rounder punch, you can just leave it as is and then punch a hole. I'm going to go that way. I'm just going to use a smaller size corner part. Just going to fix that. And I'll just use the hole punch to punch out the two holes. I'll center it as best I can. And then all you do is just grab a bit of glue. And I'm just going to place that in the center somewhere there. Glue the other piece to the closure. Try and sort of get it to line up as best I can. And that's all there is to making this open window envelope. And you just grab some ribbon or string or anything you like to make the closure. Have fun decorating, embellishing the envelope if you wanted to do that, or leave it as is. That one's all done. Now I'm making one more with the vellum. I won't use the corner rounder punch. I want to make some projects for those that are just starting out with paper crafting, or those that have very minimal supplies, or if you're on a budget. These are just fun projects to make, very inexpensive. You don't need a lot of supplies. So just finding out which is that 1 1/4 inch, and it's usually the one that's a bit higher than the other side. And all I'm going to do is do the same, angle cut that. We'll cut out these two pieces. I don't know if you can hear that in the background. It's Pippa in the background scratching the door, wanting to come in. Okay, so I've got those two pieces. Put them to the side. And what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to cut that at an angle a little bit like that. And I'll do this side. One second. Come on, I've just let Pippa in my craft room. She likes being with me as well in my craft room, as well as Jester. They must like it in here. No, Pippa, you can't go out there yet. All right, so now we've got this all sorted out, and we're just doing the same thing. We're going to bring this piece down. Oh, we actually don't have to, we don't need to worry about that because we don't need to corner around those. We're just going to bring these two pieces in. I just realized we don't need to worry about going, you can go this way now. And then that's your closure. You can just leave it like that if you don't have your corner rounder. And we'll fold this one up. And we'll just fold this back in, but we won't glue it down just yet. We grab that vellum piece, and that's going to get placed inside like that. But I'm just going to trim the part that's 3 inches. I'm just going to trim that down just a little bit, probably about 1/8 of an inch or in and around. So this is your 2 inch and that's your 3 inch. I've just trimmed it down a bit. The only reason why is you want to be able to bring that in so it doesn't catch. So I just sort of cut it down a bit. We're going to glue just the 2 sides in the front. Let me just get rid of some of this glue. Pippa, no. You'll have to wait till I finish this video. She wants to go out the door. And if I let her out, she's going to start barking at the dogs next door. And I think that's what she wants to do. So she's just going to have to wait. So I've got glue there on the 2 sides. We're going to place it down here and just go above that score line a little bit. Just go above there. Then we can bring that in, glue that in, glue that side in. That will now give us that vellum pocket at the back. And now we can bring that up. You can see now you got the 2 pockets now. We'll add some glue to there and to there, same as we did with the other one. Wrap that around. And now we have your double pocket open window envelope. Got these 2 pieces. Now again, I'm not going to use, I just realized I'm not going to use a corner rounder. You can leave it like that. I'm going to just do a slight little angle on both, and just to make it a little bit decorative. And I'll just do that. And we'll do the same thing and just put that there. I just had to let Pippa back out my room. And there we have your double-sided or double envelope using the vellum piece. So there's your pocket there, and there is the other one. So these are the 2 you can make with vellum or without vellum. These are just really cute. I love these little envelopes. I love cute little projects like these when you can make them really quickly. Not a lot of measuring, minimal supplies, and then just use all the embellishing that you have, embellishments, and then have fun adding all your goodies in here. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all soon in my next video. Bye for now.